Where are you?
That's the message.
Where are you? That's all I'm asking you. Where are you? Do you ask you, where are you? See, you've got so many things out there to pay attention to, and you don't pay attention to it right here. And this is where everything you need is nearer than hands and feet. All the help you need is right here. It isn't out there, because as soon as you see it out there, well, then it's already gone. In a moment, the distraction is gone. This is a virtual reality, not reality. And what does that mean? Well, reality is out of the mind of God. Virtual reality is out of the mind of man. And you're given choose this day. So and that's this day. This day. It's always this day. Choose this day. And that's what you're told to do. Well, what are you choosing? Because you are choosing because you're thinking. And when you're thinking feelingly, that's what you're doing. You're choosing your world of experiencing. If it's not lovely and a good report, well, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. But if it's lovely and a good report, then just build on that. Just keep building on that. Think on these things, you're told. Lovely and a good report. Can't you do that? Can't you think feelingly about something lovely and a good report? Can you do that? See? Just ask them. And they look puzzled. Why are you puzzled at that? It's just asking you a question. And everybody should be able to answer it. And everybody is, really. They just don't want to admit it. Liar, liar, liar. Hey, that was me. Man, I had a stack of lies,
We all do.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, but then we try to deny it. See? And that's one of those denying things again. You see, you're always about denying yourself the very thing you're looking for. You're looking for you. That's what you've been looking for. You're not aware of that, because if you were aware of that, then you look behind you to see what came before this incident that I'm experiencing right now. If you did that even just a few times, you'd get the idea that you're the cause. You're the thinking cause of whatever you're experiencing, bar none. Is that not true?
It's absolutely true. You asked the question. You said you asked them to ask the question, what came before this event? Most people won't say, "Oh, my thinking." They'll blame everything else. They'll justify and everything else, but they won't say, "Oh, I was thinking this thought." But in that is the liberation.
I'm the first one to admit I denied myself and denied myself and denied myself, and I had no idea I was doing so. I mean, if you're causing yourself stress, you want to know how to get rid of it. Well, the way you get rid of it is that you think of something else. That's all you do. You just think of something else. And you can do that. You can be distracted in a moment and forget what you were thinking about. So it shouldn't be too hard to forget something if you just let it go. Let go at God. Well, why would God tell you that get them all together? When you get them all together, let go and let God. Why would he bother to tell you that? You can let go of them, and he'll take care of it. That's what he's telling. He's telling you, you let go of it, I'll take care of it. That's what he's telling you. Isn't that what he's telling you?
Absolutely. I want to share with you something along this line. You ever misplaced your keys, or you were walking downstairs and you forgot something? You're like, why did I come downstairs? And what you did was when you turned around, immediately you remembered why you came back down, why you came downstairs, what you're doing. So you often say, turn to me and I'll turn to you. The turning acts as a remembrancer. A young lady brought this up and I just thought it was brilliant. Her mom had forgot something. She called her and she said, I forgot what I was going to do. And she said, then I did what you told me to do. I turned around. The second that I turned around, I remembered what it was that I was going to say.
And we do that.
Yeah.
But you see, we don't take advantage of it.
Correct.
By approving of it.
Mm-hmm.
When is it what we wanted?
Mm-hmm.
You'll spend all time griping about what you don't want, and then you get more of it.
Correct.
Doesn't that make sense?
But we do it all the time. Whether it makes sense or not, we do it all the time. That's most people's, we talk about those 70,000 thoughts. That's what they're doing with those 70,000 thoughts.
So it's absolutely true. We are our worst enemy.
Often, yeah. We'll blame the devil or we'll blame God or somebody else, but it's me, myself, in need of help.
You know, I catch myself when I'm saying, well, you told them to do that. Aren't you doing it yourself? You can always tell someone else better how to live their life and they're doing, but you can't even communicate with yourself about it.
Shakespeare. What's the Shakespeare quote? I tell 20 the thing to be done. And how's that quote? The Shakespeare quote where he says, I can tell 20 what needs to be done, but I find myself falling short. And I'm tearing the quote up, but that Shakespeare quote, and I'll find it and put it in the post for it. But
well, he tells you the whole world is just a stage.
Yeah.
And that we're all just actors.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody got killed.
Yeah.
And I say, what do you mean nobody got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of getting killed? That's happening in the virtual reality.
Yeah.
It's not happening in reality. It's happening in virtual reality. Therefore, it isn't real, but it has all the appearance of being real. And you're told not to judge by appearance because then you'll believe that that's all real. Think about it. You're in charge of your thinking. Are you not? Here's the question. Are you not? Because if you're not, you don't know what you're doing, where you're going, or what's happening, and you don't even recognize that you're the only victim here, but you're also the perpetrator of that victim. Yourself. You do it to yourself, believe me. God's not doing, God is not interested at all in what you're doing. Because he told you whatsoever. He gave you choose this day whatsoever. This day. And you can choose all day long and all day, the next day, the next day, the next day. But the idea is you want to get it right. If a man would order his conversations aright, he's told, he would be shown salvation. Isn't that what all going to the church is about, isn't it?
Absolutely. Deliverance from. Yep, absolutely. Let me give you that quote I was telling you about. Shakespeare says, I can easily teach 20 where good to be done, than be one of the 20 to follow my own teaching. And so.
That's right. Here I am.
Yeah.
Here I am. No. You showed me on the TV there. I mean, on the computer that the people are saying wonderful things about what we're saying. But you see, why aren't they doing it?
Yeah.
Why aren't they doing it? That's start. See, that's number one on the scale. You got to start.
Yeah.
If you don't, you never finish if you don't start. And even when you start, you have to start. But that's okay. That's okay. Once you start receiving benefits from your change of mind, see, that'll excite you. When you actually see that because of what you said, your say is a valid say, by the way, because of what you said, this thing happened. So actually, you're in charge, even if you're not in charge, you're still the one who's doing the steering. You're the one who's got the steering wheel. So where are you going? You know, have you a destination? Have you a dream of where you're going to go? Because it tells you, dream the dream. That's what we're told. Dream the dream. It didn't say nightmare. I didn't know nightmares in there, right? No,
No nightmares.
no. All dream the dream.
Dream the dream.
Right. So if you dream, and when the people fail to dream, they start to die, and all the people saying, oh, yeah, well, right. It's just because you won't dream the dream. You won't allow yourself to think only things lovely and of good report.
Mm-hmm.
You can. You can. He will. He gave it to you. It's yours. It's already yours. You don't have to do anything to get it. It's already yours. All you have to do is just recognize it. That's all they have to do. Just recognize it. That's all. That's it. It's right there in front of you. It's been proven many times, but yet denied from lack of proof. There's no lack of proof that's going to change your mind. You have to want to change your mind in the first place. In other words, you need a hunger to know first person. And the only way you're going to know first person is experience it. And when you do, don't bitch about it. Just handle it. You can. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to handle it. And you can. And you will. And everybody does. But we make such a fuss about it when it really is simple. And it would be simple if you allow it to be simple. But we're so complicated. We complicate everything. We got our minds scattered out over so many different things that there's not enough of it to make a decision worthwhile, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I like that you told them, you said, listen, you got to start. And as simple as that is, that's where most people leave off, starting.
Yeah. It's a start. Even if it's ingenuous.
Absolutely.
A few minutes here, a few minutes there. At some point, something's going to be said. And just like I said, with listening to Neville, I heard him say it probably 1,000 times before, but this time when he said it, there was feeling that came from his voice and just enveloped me.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew he knew what he was talking about. And since then, it's all been different. I changed my mind. I changed my world. And your mind is already everything to you. All you have to do is point it out and be in it, thinking from it, and it's yours. That's all there is to it. Isn't that all there is to it?
That's it.
I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes. And I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.